Hey, how you doing today, everyone? This is just a short clip that I'm going to put in front of all my videos, letting you know that if you have criticism or you don't like something about my videos, leave a comment, let me know, and I'll do what I can for you. You could also email me, and if you want more specific reading or direct reading, or there's a lot of things I can do that I don't make videos of for you. But go ahead and email me. My readings are specifically for universal reflection of you. I'm not trying to paint scenarios from the reading that can find relatable. Like a lot of, if you want more of that, there's plenty of YouTubers out there doing tarot readings or oracle readings and stuff that get into more specifics. If you want someone that's very specific to how the cards are laying out for you, instead of reading from the generic meanings of the cards and stuff, because what I'm trying to do is just paint a picture for you to reflect with and understand. Because I could do a deep reading and get into like, oh well, this and this means that and that, like, you know, with the two wands crossing over the sun card, you're in a good spot facing more objections to how you're going to go forward with the challenges. I mean, I could do all that, but what I'm trying to do is more of a paint not generic, but more of a universal picture for you to reflect on for yourself, and give you principal meanings of the cards. And then also I read from the designers and the energies that the artists or the creators of the decks put for us to read from, and understand what their intention was from their cards when they designed them. You know, that I understand that you're supposed, as a tarot reader, you're supposed to look at the pictures and try to interpret them for somebody. But I'm not doing it for just specific individuals. I'm doing it for all a complete sign of all millions of potentially people that are out there. So I just wanted to put that out there. Go ahead and hit me up, and I'll do what I can for you.
Hello, Aquarius. Horoscope, month of June 2020. Sun Mars squares in easily confused Pisces on June 6th brings some very uncomfortable indecision. When you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, there is no good option. Don't waste your time or energy trying to solve a problem that has no solution. Things aren't much clearer during the Sun Neptune square on the 11th, but at least you can rely on your intuition to guide you through the most difficult parts. The confusion and fear that come from having to navigate a pathway alone at night are alarming, but you'll be so much stronger when you come out the other side unharmed. You find yourself dealing with another difficult Mercury retrograde cycle starting on June 17th. But because Mercury is passing through intuitive Cancer now, you can solve retrograde related problems by paying attention to your instincts. Commanding Mars teams up with Fiery Aries on the 27th, giving you a take charge attitude to end the month. If you find yourself in a position of power, don't be afraid to really stand up and take charge. This is the time to get noticed for all of your excellent leadership skills that usually get ignored. Present, your current situation, Aquarius, June of 2020. Six of Cups. Goodwill, innocence, childhood, acting kindly or charitably, being with a child or a young person, feeling simple contentment. Influence, helpful or challenging energies, Aquarius, June of 2020. Ace of Wands. Creative force, enthusiasm, confidence, courage, inventing a better way, believing in yourself, feeling fired up and eager, tackling a challenging task. Past issues of basic situation. Aquarius, June 2020. Seven of Wands. Aggression, defiance, conviction, going after what you want, being sure, holding out against pressure. Immediate past, what is behind you, Aquarius, June of 2020. Queen of Swords, Libra. Honest, astute, forthright, witty, experienced, faces the truth even if unpleasant, has a delightful sense of humor, sizes up a situation quickly, has seen and done it all, is direct and open in all dealings. Crowning thoughts, your thoughts regarding the situation, Aquarius, June of 2020. Page of Cups, young water sign. Being emotional, being intuitive, being intimate, being loving, be moved or touched, start or renew a love affair, receive guidance from within, make a thoughtful gesture. Immediate future, what is about to happen, Aquarius, June of 2020. Six of Wands. Triumph, acclaim, pride, having your day in the sun, enjoying healthy self-esteem, being acknowledged. Your fears, emotional concerns regarding the situation, Aquarius, June of 2020. Ten of Wands. Overextending, burden, struggle, trying to do too much, fighting uphill, never having time to relax. Environmental factors, how others see you, Aquarius, June of 2020. Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a young earth sign. Have an effect, being practical, being prosperous, being trusting or trustworthy. Make your plans real. Draw to you what you need. Take a realistic approach, accepting that the solution is well in hand. Your hopes, what you really wish for, Aquarius, June of 2020. Three of Wands. Exploration, foresight, leadership, seeking out uncharted areas, showing others the way, being visionary. Outcome, answer your question, Aquarius, June of 2020. Three of Pentacles. Teamwork, planning, confidence, coordinating with others, getting the job done, organizing resources. Opposing cards, Seven of Wands here, and past issues of basic situation, opposition, dissension. Reinforcing cards, Three of Wands here, in your hopes, what you really wish for, planning, preparing for the future. Finding all the needed elements, functioning as a unit, getting the job done together, contributing to the group, cooperating, combining efforts, following a schedule, operating in the known or no, nailing down the details, being an ant, not a grasshopper, reviewing beforehand, going over possible problems, being prepared. Additional clues and guidance about the reading, Aquarius, June of 2020. Four of Swords. Ten of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, top of the deck, Three of Swords, bottom of the deck, the Fool, Four of Swords, rest, contemplation, quiet preparation, taking a break, consolidating inner resources, gaining a better perspective. Opposing cards, we got Ten of Wands here in your fears, emotional concerns, overexerting, taking on too much. Reinforcing cards, we have Seven of Pentacles and additional clues and guidance. Pausing to reflect, assess, giving your body time to heal, avoiding overexertion, finding peace and quiet, relaxing body and soul, taking life easy, listening for your inner voice, taking time alone to think, standing back from the situation, examining your motivations, reviewing where you are. Joy, Ten of Cups, joy, peace, family, embracing happiness, working for peace in the home, experiencing serenity. Opposing cards, we have Three of Swords on the top of the deck, heartbreak, loneliness. Reinforcing cards, in your current situation, we have Six of Cups, feeling blessed, happy, joyful, having a sense of well-being, radiating love, delighting in good fortune, counting your blessings, expressing delight, going on a family event, reaffirming a family commitment, supporting a relative in need, bonding with family members, forgiving someone in the family. Seven of Pentacles, assessment, reward, direction change, evaluating the status, weighing a different approach, finally seeing some results. Reinforcing cards is the Four of Swords here and additional clues and guidance. Rest, thinking things over. Reflection on progress to date, reviewing what's been done, pausing to check results, making sure you're on course, finding out where you stand, taking stock. Nine of Pentacles, discipline, self-reliance, refinement, exercising self-control, achieving a comfortable lifestyle, handling the situation alone. Opposing cards here, and your outcome answer your question. Three of Pentacles, working in a team, doing with others, acting on your own, falling back on your own resources, doing it all by yourself, wanting to be alone, feeling sure your way is best. Three of Swords, heartbreak, loneliness, betrayal here at the top of the deck, causing heartbreak, discovering a painful truth, being separated. Opposing cards here in your additional clues and guidance. Ten of Cups, joy, love, peace, togetherness. Suffering emotional pain, hurting inside, being disappointed, getting some unsettling news, having your feelings hurt, hurting someone's feelings, receiving a little solace. The Fool on the bottom of the deck, beginning, spontaneity, faith, apparent folly, entering a new phase, trusting the flow, living in the moment, accepting your choices. Reinforcing cards here in your hopes, what you really wish for. Three of Wands, expanding horizons, going into unexplored territory. Letting go of expectations, doing the unexpected, acting on impulse, feeling uninhibited, surprising someone, feeling carefree. Now we do the psychology aspect of the reading, where I get into Carl Jung's ego and shadow of the self. So from the ego, why is the Six of Cups here in your current situation? Aquarius, June of 2020. Ace of Swords. The sword presented, you are presented with an idea or a truth that was previously unknown to you. This gift comes at a price, as swords cut two ways. Great things are possible, but if mishandled, much damage is possible. From the shadow, why is the Six of Cups here in your current situation? Aquarius, June of 2020. Ten of Wands. The ability to focus on the results, ignoring all distracting thoughts, is a skill shared by artists and warriors. From the ego, why is the Ace of Wands here in your influence, helpful or challenging energies? Aquarius, June of 2020. Fool. The journey begins by shedding all. You cannot learn or experience new things if you are already full. What you take within yourself in this moment will determine the course of your current journey. From the shadow lies the Ace of Wands here in your influence, helpful or challenging energies, Aquarius, June of 2020. Death. Sometimes we cannot avoid a major change. We should not be afraid of setting out on a new path. From the ego lies the Seven of Wands here in past issues, basis situation, Aquarius, June of 2020. The Sun. The Prince of Light. You carry a spark of the divine within you. Shed everything that hides that spark from the world. Without shame or self-consciousness, reveal that glory in your everyday life. From the shadow lies the Seven of Wands here in your past issues, basis situation, Aquarius, June of 2020. The Sun. You got the Sun for your ego and for your shadow. That's pretty impressive. Real success is being surrounded by love and friendship. To be able to give part of ourselves to others, we have to show ourselves as we really are. From the ego lies the Queen of Swords here in your immediate past, Aquarius, June of 2020. Phoenix of Swords. The sword tempered. Your experiences shape your truth's yours, and you need not justify them. To make them stronger and more purely yours, temper your truth with the wisdom of your heart. From the shadow lies the Queen of Swords here in your immediate past, Aquarius, June of 2020. The Tower. When an important change is taking place, the only way to deal with the inevitable problems is to focus on the benefits that it will bring. From the ego lies the Page of Cups here in your crowning thoughts. Your thoughts regarding the situation, Aquarius, June of 2020. Temperance. The Waiting Princess. While the world spins around and chaos feels impenetrable, we find solace. We connect to our center by focusing on the one truth we can cling to, no matter how small. From the shadow lies the Page of Cups here in your crowning thoughts. Your thoughts regarding the situation, Aquarius, June of 2020. Eight of Pentacles. To labor with humility, never thinking we have achieved our goal is the best way to obtain great results. From the ego lies the Six of Wands here in your immediate future, Aquarius, June of 2020. The Nine of Books. The book controls ideas and projects can take on a life of their own, becoming like monsters. Instead of inspiring us, they terrorize and control. Do not let ideas, however good, become your God. From the shadow lies the Six of Wands here in your immediate future, Aquarius, June of 2020. Ace of Pentacles. Knowledge enables us to see beyond the horizon and appraise the resources available to us wisely. From the ego lies the Ten of Wands here and your fears, emotional concerns regarding the situation. Aquarius, June of 2020. Ace of Spheres. The sphere is, you have found a golden sphere containing within its shining walls the potential of all life, of all creation in this world. It will respond to your will, and you may shape it however it pleases you. From the shadow lies the Ten of Wands here, and your fears, emotional concerns regarding the situation. Aquarius, June of 2020. Queen of Pentacles. Understanding our difficulties is often the first step towards overcoming them. From the ego lies the Page of Pentacles here, and your environmental factors, how others see you. Aquarius, June of 2020. Three of Books. The book chosen out of all the books available, you made your choice. You are moving forward through the pages. Like any good book, you will not know how things turn out until the end. From the shadow lies the Page of Pentacles here, and your environmental factors, how others see you. Aquarius, June of 2020. The Hanged Man. In search of an ideal, we can discover our best resources, as well as our worst. From the ego lies the Three of Wands here, and your hopes, what you really wish for. Aquarius, June of 2020. The Hermit. The sacred beggar, the world, and the divine react to your actions and intent. Become humble and ask nature and spirit to fill your bowl with the wisdom you need. It does no good to ask those who have nothing. From the shadow lies the Three of Wands here, and your hopes, what you really wish for. Aquarius, June of 2020. Queen of Cups. There are people who make good use of our affection and others who use it to deceive us. From the ego lies the Three of Pentacles here, and your outcome answer your question. Aquarius, June of 2020. Six of Swords. The sword inspires. Holding fast to a truth can inspire you to great things. In this case, you are in a situation that you want out of. Using your intellect and experience, you will contrive a way, however complex or crazy. From the shadow lies the Three of Pentacles here, and the outcome answers your questions. Aquarius, June of 2020. Page of Swords. Every reaction contains the seed of victory. The warrior who turns away from the struggle has already lost the battle. From the ego, Isis Oracle, what message do you have for Aquarius in June of 2020? High Priestess. Mysteries revealed in the eyes of Isis. Beloved, Isis gazes upon you now and behind her vast eyes. Mysteries are unveiled. A new clarity around your direction is unfolding. Be willing to wait for the full reveal, but also recognize what is happening at this time. You will be gaining valuable insight into where you are being led and for what purpose. It is an exciting moment in your unfoldment. Have reverence and an open heart and mind, and wait patiently for the grand revelation that is on its way. Currently, you are being offered assistance in unveiling your divine destiny. You will be shown your purpose in a broader and more meaningful way than ever before. You can expect to have many aha moments where your life experiences and journeys suddenly make sense from a much bigger perspective, helping you understand how everything that you have gone through has brought you to where you are today, which in turn helps you trust even more where you are being led. You are guided to trust in the reveal, whether it seems pre posteriously magnificent and you have no idea how it could possibly all happen, or whether it seems not nearly grand enough as yet. In time, with your patience and willingness to trust in the unfoldment of your life, you will realize the inherent beauty, perfection, and sublime lovelessness in your life unfolding, and that your purpose and destiny are truly exquisite. You will feel even more joy and peace and trust within you, growing into the serenity of the high priestess who accepts all with a wisdom born of great insight and understanding. Rather than being passive, she is actively surrendered in absolute trust in higher wisdom. The high priestess, Lady Isis, and your own divine soul are calling you to trust in the unfoldment of a mystery into revelation right now. Pay attention to sacred signs, dreams, and intuitions right now, as they are accurate and more prophetic than usual. Provide the guidance, and these spiritual insights is guiding you deeper into love, which you will recognize as a feeling of deep trust, safety, and knowing. Even in the most unfamiliar circumstances, then you can trust them completely. This oracle is also an indication that if something completely unfathomable, bizarre, or strange is happening right now, provided you feel love in your heart, trust it. It is the hand of the divine guiding you, and you just don't know enough of what is happening in the bigger picture yet to make sense of the situation. But you will, in time, and possibly much sooner than you realize. From the shadow, Divine Circus, what message do you have for Aquarius in June of 2020? Dark Harley Quinn. Bells are ringing from deep inside. Something that once had to hide is seeking your attention. It wants out. It wants to be free. As you release what was once shut away, your discomfort shall turn to glee. You are a spiritual adventurer. You are not afraid to go to the edge of what you know, of who you have believed yourself to be, even when before you there lies the darkness of unknown worlds, of undiscovered parts of you, even when you feel uncertainty, discomfort, or doubt. You are still willing, even if quaking in your boots, to figure out what it's all about. This fine and fierce attitude gives you a special kind of grace. The grace to discover that you are living, wild, divinely free, and empowered force to be reckoned with in this world. That discovery sets you free from fear and unleashes you upon a path of loving wild creation and joyful abandon. So you have come to a place in you and in your life where you don't know. You don't know what's happening. You don't know how to work through it. You don't know who you are. Well, not all of you are. You don't know what you don't know. You are at the point of not knowing because you are growing. There will be surprises. There will be discoveries. You'll feel awkward at times, like you are trying to see in the dark. You'll wonder if you are supposed to be confused, so confused. If you are supposed to feel like you aren't sure of who you are anymore, or if the things that once made sense in your life were supposed to seem so fragile, as though life, once thought rock solid, actually turns out to be a house of cards. The answer, of course, is yes. Yes, it's a royally divine mess. Don't be afraid to let there be something inner rattling and rampaging. The Dark Harley Quinn card comes to you at a time when you are naturally diving into the darkness for a healing purpose. So ask a difficult question. Do things you wouldn't normally do. Experiment with thinking in ways you wouldn't normally think. Be willing to let everything change for the better by first letting go of how things are now. The messier your inner world seems to be right now, the more You can expect complete and utter transformation as a new order comes into form. Expect the unexpected, for you were born to grow into what is happening now. It's time to let the wild thing within come out. Druidcraft Tarot deck. What is the overall meaning of the Celtic cross and the cards laid out for Aquarius, June of 2020? The moon in reverse. Serious problems resulting from disturbances in your psyche. You or others may have been telling lies. Involvement in a relationship that is plagued with fantasy. If you need to make important decisions or binding commitments, be very careful. Druidcraft Tarot deck. What is the overall meaning of the Celtic staff and the cards laid out for Aquarius in June of 2020? Six of Wands in reverse. You may have lost a leadership role or feel unable to accept such a position due to a lack of self-confidence or defeatism. Arrogance and pride may have disturbed relations at work. Conflict or betrayal in financial dealings or at work. Druidcraft Tarot deck. What is the overall meaning and underlying energies of the entire reading? And why is the Four of Swords, Ten of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and Nine of Pentacles here in the additional clues and guidance for the reading of Aquarius, June 2020? Three of Wands. Your hard work begins to bear fruit, particularly in business, communication, writing, or invention. A good time for long-term planning or bringing three factors together in order to launch a project. Favorable financial returns, productive ideas, realizing long-term dreams and goals. Earth Wisdom, what message do you have for Aquarius in June of 2020? Go with the flow. Loose strife helps coping when life is overwhelming and going with the flow in the midst of chaos. Orbicular jasper enhances steady, slow breathing, which supports patience and flexibility of mind. The path to your goal is not a straight line, but is filled with unexpected bends, detours, and blocks. Being frustrated, angry, or impatient won't help. Try to accept that this chaos is part of the experience rather than fighting it or flailing it about. Find the rhythm or flow in the chaos and ride it gently to your destination. I have goals and desires. I have enough flexibility to allow me to enjoy the journey, whatever it brings my way as I move forward on my path. Druid Animal Oracle. What animal has a message for Aquarius in June of 2020? Fire Dragon. Transmutation, Mastery, Energy. The card shows the flaming dragon of King Uther's vision. In the distance we see Glastonbury Tor legend tells of a secret cave within the Tor, used perhaps for initiation. Flaming dragons often guard such caverns to prevent their desecration by the greedy and to offer their treasure to those who are worthy. In the foreground, lying on the rock, is a gold torque, a Celtic neck ring indicating high status, rulership, and mastery. Fire Dragon brings vitality, enthusiasm, and courage, and an increased ability to overcome obstacles and to find the energy needed to cope with life's problems. Having the powerful fire dragon as an ally will align you with the qualities of leadership and mastery. With care, he will fuel your inner fire, which can be directed and channeled with laser-like precision to help you accomplish tasks and achieve objectives. This card also suggests that you may be repressing a good deal of anger. This may make you feel that you are not in control of your life energy. Either you experience this energy as out of control, erupting without warning, or constantly bubbling near the surface, or you may sense it as scattered or dissipated. Are you often lacking in energy and vitality? Do you find it hard to get excited or motivated? Or do you find you have too much nervous energy, making you overexcited, unable to sleep, concentrate, or relax? Whether you have too much or too little energy, developing a harmonious relationship with the fire dragon will help you. If you are lacking in energy, you may need to ask the dragon to give you a little more of the treasure he is guarding. If you find your energy level is too high, you may need to do the reverse, to ask the dragon to take charge of some of your energy, guarding it fiercely, sure in the knowledge that you will be given access when you really need it. Fire dragon, like the volcano, can be dangerous, but if the inner rage that has been repressed for so long can be expressed and worked with in a therapeutic setting, he can become a powerful ally. Native Spirit, what message do you have for Aquarius in June of 2020? Spirit of Earth. Prosperity is blossoming in all areas of your life. You are strong and grounded. Who you are is enough, just as you are. Connect more fully with nature. Spirit of Earth asks that you tend to your health. Detoxify your body. Understand how to use your body's physiology. Pay attention to how your body feels and respond accordingly. Create a home for your soul. Have objects in your home that feel good to you every time you see them. Be present. Cherish the here and now. Your native spirit wants you to know the spirit of Earth represents your physical self and your physical surroundings. It's okay to make plans for the future, but make sure that you also embrace and appreciate the present. You're deeply and profoundly loved and supported at all times, no matter what's occurring in your life. Trust that all your needs are being met. Take time to create spaces in your home where you feel absolutely at peace. And in doing so, you create a template for peace in all areas of your life. Feel the solidity and power of the earth beneath you. This is in your core, just as grass pushes out of moist ground. Know that fresh, new shoots of growth are similarly taking place within you right now. You're grounded, prosperous, and strong. The journey, all the solid forms around you, including your body, are a part of the physical realm. Notice how you relate to and identify with the physical universe around you. By doing this, you are actively the spirit of earth within you, activating the spirit of earth within you. Let the reality of your relationship with the earth fill your consciousness. Feel it in every pore of your being. Let yourself merge with its energy. Imagine how it would feel to be a rolling hill, a great mountain, or a deep canyon. Imagine yourself lying in a meadow of wildflowers high in the mountains. Visualize the roots of the trees extending deep into the soil, reaching down toward the center of the earth. Foxfire, the Kitsune, what message do you have for Aquarius in June of 2020? Memories of the Forgotten Self. When did you forget all of who you are, dear one? When you did, you begin to believe what others say is true of you and turn away from the quiet certainty of the internal voice, the voice of your soul, calling you back to remember all of who you were. Did it become too difficult? Did it seem that others perhaps knew more than you, more than the ancient self who has traveled with you for millennia? Can you now see that it is impossible for another to know you better than the voice of your own immortal soul knows you? At whatever time it was that the voice of your soul was smothered, it never was quiet, and it found its way through the labyrinth of self-doubt and fear until it rose up within you. It is with you now, the forgotten self, urging you to remember, showing you scenes of who you once were in this lifetime. The visions you had as a child, the times you stood firm in your own trust and belief in yourself. It will first whisper to you the truths of the soul, sharing the secrets of who you are, reviving memories and dreams of other times and within this lifetime. Then that voice will grow stronger, showing you moment after moment until you, bright soul, finally remember. And at that moment which is coming for you, your own voice and the voice of your soul will entwine as one, and you will no longer be who others feel you should be. You will incarnate again in this lifetime as the once forgotten self, now remembered and alive and present. Dragon Oracle, which dragon has a message for Aquarius in June of 2020? Gold and Silver Violet Flame Dragon. Violet Flame Dragon transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing offers service under grace. Fifth dimensional gold and silver violet flame dragons are powerful alchemists. When they come to us, they transmute the old and allow magic and wonder to be revealed in its place. These glorious dragons work with Archangel Zadkiel and Saint Germain, the Lord of Civilization, and automatically link us to them when we call them. And Saint Germain was a great magician and dragon master. When we speak his name, a great light touches us. Archangel Zadkiel too illuminates us when the dragons when we call him in. The dragons then surround us in gold, silver, and violet flames of wisdom, grace, and transmutation. The violet flames transmute the old and raise the frequency to a higher level. The silver ones bring in divine feminine grace, and the gold ones saturate us with wisdom. This card suggests it is time to let go of an aspect of your life that is no longer serving you. Ask the gold and silver violet flame dragons to clear the thought of it totally from your energy fields. Sense or feel them etherically burning up the old. Then ask them to replace it with new and joyful possibilities that come to you at a higher frequency. When you connect with these dragons, you have a wonderful opportunity for service work. You can send them under the law of grace to a person of place that needs transformation. Remember, you will also be working with Saint Germain and Archangel Zadkiel, who will illuminate you. So take a few moments now to direct these dragons to heal people, places, situations, and the world. Imperial Dragon, which dragon has a message for Aquarius in June of 2020? Mischief. The chaos from which order is born. Discernment. Mischief is an energy that can bring chaos when it seeks to undermine stability or create illusion. To avoid being a victim of mischief, one has to break the bonds of ordinary perception and take practical actions to restore order. This card also reminds us to not take ourselves too seriously. Sometimes our inner child needs time to play. Don't become a slave to others' ideas of what is right and wrong. You should always remain flexible and adaptable to change. Life sometimes has an ironic way of unfolding. If we lose our sense of humor, we may become discouraged by life's challenges. It is valuable to nurture the ability to discern between what really matters and what is not to be taken too seriously. The only limitations to what you can achieve are created by your own mind. If you understand what is right and wrong, yet persist in following a path rooted in desire, you'll find yourself living in a prison of your own making. Take a long, hard look at yourself and decide who you really want to be. The simplest solution is usually the correct one. Sacred Geometry activations. What message do we have for Aquarius in June of 2020? Universal love. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. Love is probably the most sought after, mysterious, indeterminate, and fulfilling feeling that a human can experience. Its mystery surely derives from the fact that we cannot really describe or define what it is. Is it energy? Is it an emotion? Perhaps it is simply the glue that binds everything together. Whatever it is, we know without a doubt when we feel loved and when we love. As a vibrational beings, we hold a frequency that aligns with the frequency of our thoughts and our emotions. And from the vibrational point of attention, we attract everything else into our reality. Love is one of the highest frequencies. When we are in a state of love, we easily attract circumstances and people into our reality that are aligned with that frequency. Human beings are capable of feeling deep compassion and love, not just for one another, but for all life in general. How do you describe what a parent feels toward their child, or how friends feel toward each other, or the love between siblings among family members, for pets, or even the way we feel about our planet and its inhabitants? Love is a powerful force that drives our actions, motivates our behaviors, and can change the course of our lives. And perhaps the very reason that we are capable of such deep feelings is that nothing fuels our desire for change and evolution more than the love that we are able to feel. When we remember that everyone and everything is connected to the same source, we can overcome any perceived differences and join our power toward a more conscious reality, one based on love. The deep blue background represents the universe, the space in which all exists. Flowers have been traditionally used to express love, affection, admiration, and intention. The flower of life represents the grid on which our three-dimensional world is based. Red represents the physical plane and the passion we feel when we love. The flower in the middle refers to the thousand-petal lotus, a symbol for the crown chakra and our connection to source and universal knowledge. The color green indicates an open heart that is capable of love and compassion. White Light Oracle, what message do we have for Aquarius in June of 2020? Telepathy of terror matter. The pathway for your spiritual fulfillment and the sacred manifestation of your purpose is not necessarily logical and will evolve organically. The skillful and unpredictable workings of the Earth Mother are supporting your soul journey unconditionally. Following up on inspired ideas and allowing for unexpected shifts in direction are integral to the manifestation of your soul purpose. Commit to an idea that feels good to your heart, even if it seems improbable or unattainable. It will manifest successfully. Earth Mother, or Terra Mater in Latin, is so much more than a physical being. She is also a goddess of great spiritual development, not to mention creative pizzazz. As a masterful practitioner of artful evolution, she creates butterflies from caterpillars, massive oak trees from marvelous odd little acorns, and a radiant soul from the flesh of a human infused with the eternal spirit. Her mind-bending skill in the miraculous magic of evolutionary manifestation can be relied upon to evoke far greater sublime beauty and rapturous delight than even the most inspired human imagination can conjure. As a sacred feminine being, she also knows how to nurture the essence of all beings into fulfillment. She knows what your soul is divinely intended to become and what you need to meet your destiny. She has the resources and wisdom to support each soul in such a way that there is benefit for all beings. This is the applied genius of ecosystem intelligence. It is the antithesis of the lone wolf mentally, of the ego, and the heartwarming, spiritually empowering reality that none of us is in this alone. We can learn to feel held in this unity consciousness, understanding that we have our own special role in the greater scheme of things. This will likely involve a process of healing past wounds of abandonment, neglect, and betrayal. Such healing allows us to gently cleanse the heart and settle into life with more trust and peace. We will understand that as we fulfill our own heart, we are contributing toward the fulfillment of all hearts. We will recognize at a deep, intuitive, cellular level that our soul fulfillment is never just about us as individuals. Whenever there is a genuine spiritual win, every being benefits. Egos may not like it. They may feel jealous or deny it and will likely wing and whine, and perhaps try to undermine your spiritual progress by labeling your work as selfish or deluded or irrelevant. That is what egos do. Best to note it, have compassion for it, then ignore it, and get on with your sacred task. The Oracle of Telepathy of Terra Matter comes to you with the guidance that Earth Mother knows your spiritual destiny and how to help you fulfill your life purpose. Because, of course, that is why you are here in a body. She is on the side of your soul, of all souls, actually, because whilst egos may be at war, the soul is always on the same side, that of love, evolution, and enlightenment. The ways of Terra Matter are the ways of the divine feminine creatrix. She knows how to shape your life path to avoid pitfalls and provide you with all you need to know and experience, so you are prepared for the next steps. She consistently nurtures the soul through the most improbable evolutionary leaps. One only has to contemplate the existence of a butterfly and how it becomes as such to know that logic and the predictable are not often her creative markers. She prefers the astonishing over the irrational. What does this mean? Don't let your intellect stifle your imagination. Trust in the inspired idea, unconventional guidance, and heart-honoring intuitions that occur to you. Earth Mother will help heal your soul and speak to your heart through the telepathic transmitter of your body. Take time to tune into your body and to her guiding genius. Wisdom of the Oracle, what message do we have for Aquarius in June of 2020? A chant, a change in the wind. A sense that unseen change has been initiated. Preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground. Feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. It's human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change, to want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes. Yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. Now is the time of transformation, as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soil for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. Relationship message. Relationships go through periods where partners seem out of sync with each other, and stormy emotions and moods threaten to take down the ship. Perhaps someone has a change of heart and leaves. These rough seas offer opportunities for mutual growth, a way for you to understand your own heart better and to know what you need to be truly happy. Rest assured that whatever is happening now, good will come from it. Take temporary shelter and remove yourself from drama. The air will clear and everything will be fresh and new again. This too shall pass. Prosperity message. As you endeavor to create a prosperous life, you may encounter unexpected reversals that cause you to shift directions. This is a good thing, so there is nothing to fear. Perhaps an opportunity you sought went to someone else. Perhaps you pursued something that you suddenly realize is not in your highest good. You might not be 100% clear on where you need to go, but you are certain that things are not going as planned. Circumstances are not in your control right now. Wait it out. All will be well. Even better, actually. Trust. Protection message. There are conditions brewing in your life you have no control over. Don't fight them. Change is inevitable and is for the best, for the higher good. Even if this storm blows away the structures you think you've built your dreams on, all will turn out as it should. You will have a renewed clarity and strength to do something even better. Spirit is your ally. Sacred Power reading cards. What message do we have for Aquarius in June of 2020? Animal Kingdom. Alright, look at the image here. I'll get closer. Pick an animal. You see the animals? See all the different animals? Pick one. When we witness the wonder of the animal kingdom, we become still and present with the natural cycle of life. Animals are loving, brave, and fierce, and live by their instincts. Animals have their own medicine and share its properties with us when we connect to them in spirit. All animals in their natural state are happy and driven with purpose. Animals are great teachers. They love unconditionally and work together to provide their pack or family groups with security, safety, food, and shelter. Only taking what they need to survive, animals live in harmony with nature and maintain a balanced environment without human interference. They know when to rest, hunt, and move in perfect order. Right now, the animal kingdom is encouraging you to follow your own path. Living in the present gives us more time during our day because we are not consumed by fears of the future or of the past. Resetting you to your natural state of being, spending time with animals will ground your energy into the present. Getting back to your primal instincts encourages confidence and surety with others as you know where you stand as an individual. Simplicity is called for you now. Take a step away from material endeavors. Go back to basics and bare essentials for clarity and peace of mind. Rest. The animals ask you to stay focused and balanced. Spend time in nature and connect to the animals around you. Stop and listen to their chatter, music, song, and dance. They will share messages of healing and wisdom whenever you choose to listen. Connect to your power animal for guidance. It has messages for you now. Focus on the card. Which animal are you drawn to? This will identify the medicine of the animal kingdom you need right now. So you remember that the picture and the animals? Which animal did you pick? If you pick bear, hibernation, strength, and confidence, challenges ahead. If you pick wolf, seeing the truth, be cautious, follow your intuition. If you pick owl, higher wisdom, observation, dreaming, transition. If you pick deer, family, gentleness, unconditional love, and speed. If you pick eagle, perspective, call to source, patience. Cosmic reading card, what message do we have for Aquarius in June of 2020? Shadow self. Unless you learn to face your own shadows, you will continue to see them in others because the world outside you is only a reflection of the world inside you. You may be wondering why you've been facing so many triggers and challenges of late. Things have been going well despite a few road humps along the way. But the challenges that have been appearing all around you recently seem so overwhelming and disorienting. Just when you thought you had everything under control, it seems as though the world has suddenly shifted. Spirit understands your confusion and uncertainty during this period. Rest assured, dear one, this is a time of cleansing and clearing all that was avoided and hidden inside you. Healing of the world within is taking place and raw emotions are resurfacing. You are exploring and uncovering the darkest shadows of yourself. This is why you are being faced with insurmountable challenges and triggers. You see, it is only from being pressured that this darker side of your surfaces. This is an important and necessary time for you. As hidden parts of your surface, be gentle. Send love and compassion to the wounded parts of yourself. If there is rage, send love. If there is hurt, send love. May love reign on all aspects of you, whether they be dark or light. This period can be quite testing, being challenged by unforeseen events triggered by people closest to you. Through this cleansing process, your level of consciousness is expanding to new and heightened states of awareness and clarity. As you move through this period, be assured you are not alone and that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Affirmation: I am healed as I acknowledge all aspects of myself. Associated chakras, base, sacral. Alright, so on this part of the video, I recorded it and then got up and the static touched my camera and cut it out. So I'm just remaking it here. I had pulled from the Starseed Oracle Messenger, as you can see there. Cirrus energy, bringing harmony and balance. You're part of the lineage of souls who have dedicated their lifetimes to the upliftment of the planet, to returning time and again to seed the light. The crystalline ones. The ones who are here to plant the sacredness of the life back in, to honor both the sacred feminine and masculine, to usher deep reverence back in. Many ascended masters are thought to be connected to the energy of Sirius. Often appearing as a shade of blue, they hold the frequency of pure love and are here to help the masculine and feminine exist in harmony, to ensure greater balance, to help us see that we're all connected and that the masculine and feminine energies exist within us all. You're being called to bring about this balance and harmony between the masculine and feminine, to be a guardian of harmony and balance on earth. Think of the whales traveling around the globe, sharing love through their healing, vibrational song. Their unique notes send balance and harmony to every corner of the planet. A rebalancing of the masculine and feminine is occurring worldwide. It's a resurgence of the sacred within us all, a returning of the sacred union within, a rekindling of heaven and earth. You can begin to bring harmony and balance by creating it in your own life. The ripples will flow from there. You can honor and balance the sacred masculine and feminine energies within yourself and others. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How are you being called to bring harmony to your life or the planet? How are you being called to honor the sacred masculine and feminine within you? That's your reading, Aquarius. Thanks for watching. Click the links below. Email me. Go to my Patreon, please. And I'll see you next month.